Hi, I'm Jamecia Webster reporting for Varsity Beat, and I'm here at Selfridge Air National Guard Base, where the base is honoring the living members of the Tuskegee Airmen.
Our distinguished guests received their Army Air Force Silver Wings at Tuskegee Army Airfield in Alabama during World War II, thus making history by being among the first African Americans to serve in their country's military air arm.
In spite of adversity and limited opportunities, African Americans have played a significant role in U.S. military history over the past 300 years. They were denied military leadership roles and for combat duty. Before 1940, African Americans were barred, and the black press exerted pressure that resulted in the formation of an all-African American pursuit squadron based in Tuskegee, Alabama in 1941. They became known as the Tuskegee Airmen. What made you want to become a pilot?
Wanting to fly and the exuberance and the excitement of flying. Who wouldn't? When it was free, the Army Air Corps says, you can fly. So I said, okay, good for me.
Ever since I was a youngster, we used to play with airplanes, toy airplanes, when I was a kid. And we used to build these airplanes out of balsa and tissue, and we formed little clubs, aviation clubs, and we all said that, you know, we want to be pilots when we grow up. So the war presented that opportunity where otherwise we probably would have never had it.
Society said black men couldn't fly. We proved them wrong. Society said black men could not be successful. We proved them wrong. On our record, and for all of the children and young people we brought behind us. Thank God for that. We were given the opportunity to be successful, and we were. Proved to society that we could accomplish things.
Well, they were special because I had no opportunity to join any other group. The only group was a segregated group at the time there. The Air Force formed a segregated group called the Tuskegee Airmen. And had it been otherwise, I probably would have been in another squadron someplace else. But there was only one place I could go and get my wings, and that was at Tuskegee as a Tuskegee Airman with the Army Air Corps.
How accurate was the movie Red Tails in your opinion?
Not all that accurate. As I think I said, you know, going out on a mission and flying missions, all of the action that you saw in that movie there, that may have involved maybe 5% of the missions that we went on. Most of the missions were very boring and nothing was happening at all. But it was an inspirational movie. I think it was great for our youngsters to see because they can say, well, there's my uncle, or there's my granduncle, or there's my grandfather, and if he did that under those circumstances, I can do anything like that too. So I enjoyed the film from that standpoint.
What do you remember most about that time in your life?
Oh, I remember it was very adventuresome and very rewarding, and it was something like meeting ambitions of my childhood. And the fact is, when I graduated and I was commissioned a second lieutenant and got my wings, I was still a teenager.
I was young and full of tea and vinegar, 22. Let's face it, think about a 22-year-old flying an airplane, a Mustang. The darn airplanes cost $40,000. Uncle Sam gave me a $40,000 airplane to play with. I had a ball. Plus P-39s out here at Selfridge, and HE-6s, like that HE-6, the one right there. We flew that. Oh, I flew that after I came back from the war. I was an instructor at Tuskegee Army Airfield teaching other guys how to fly in that airplane. It was fantastic. I had a good time.
The Tuskegee Airmen played a significant role in not only World War II, but in the advancement of African Americans in our country. For Varsity Beat, I'm Jamecia Webster.